reaction from the particularly focus group, which are the in previous years already mentioned how, for instance, the host country, Switzerland, has responded to this report, where they requested meetings both in Moscow with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation, particularly in our department, and also, I believe also they requested a separate meeting with Mr. Velichko. And when they came to us, we expected to hear all sorts of denials, saying that this is not the truth, this is distorted, this is a misrepresentation of facts, of figures, and so on and so forth. And we were very much surprised when the members of the Swiss embassy in Moscow came to us and said that we acknowledge that everything which is written in this report, at least vis-a-vis Switzerland, is completely true. Yes, these are the problems that exist in Switzerland. We are very much ashamed of it, but we do hope that you will, in the future, adopt a more lenient policy towards Switzerland. Be less sort of strict about your assessments of what is happening in Switzerland. What we told them is that we would be more than happy to do so as long as Switzerland not only recognizes these problems, but takes care of them.
For Russian Federation and Belarus, for
the most serious concern is raised by the connivance of the authorities in these countries towards the ideas of chauvinism, racism, and the revival of Nazism. We can see what this might lead to by looking at the example of Ukraine, a model increasingly emulated by the regime of Maya Sandu in Moldova. Western states and their allies are actively distorting the history of the Second World War, rehabilitating war criminals and glorifying Nazi movements. They are equally glorifying Nazi collaborators as freedom fighters and members of national liberation movements. Their arsenal includes rewriting history, fighting against cultural heritage, demolishing monuments, and persecuting religious organizations, including canonical Orthodox Christianity. Ukraine, the Baltic states, and recently, more and more notably Moldova, are moving to the forefront of this dangerous trend. The report pays special attention to violations of the rights of Russian and Belarusian citizens and the Russian-speaking population. Following the launch by the Russian Federation of the special military operation for the denazification and demilitarization of Ukraine and the protection of the civilian population of Donbass, Western countries have intensively begun promoting yet another form of xenophobia, which is Russophobia. In light of the demonstrative support shown by the collective West for the new neo-Nazi regime in Kiev, the most Russophobic policies are being pursued by Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and Ukraine, which have raised their efforts to eradicate the Russian language from all educational institutions to a level unattainable in its cynicism, thereby limiting the right of their residents, including citizens, to receive education in their native language. Furthermore, the Baltic regimes are openly preparing for the mass deportation of Russian-speaking residents, including the elderly. Apparently, the authorities of Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia hope by doing so to finally resolve the Russian question and the unprecedented, especially for the 21st century, issue of mass statelessness on their territories. Civil activists from Russian-speaking communities who dare to express an alternative point of view, advocating for constructive relations with Russia, preserving cultural, linguistic, and historical ties with our country, and defending the Russian language and Russian culture, are subjected to pressure and repression in these police states. A blatant hunt has been declared against them in these Baltic states, led by openly Russophobic regimes.
In order to have the treaty by the system to take in account all the facts coming from your side. Thank you.